Good morning, guys. I am actually kid-free this morning for a first time in a long time. So my birthday was yesterday, July 25th. So my husband is actually taking my daughter to Universal for the weekend. And he was so cute. He was like, well, why don't you just have like a whole day to yourself where you can do whatever you want? And I was like, I'll take it. So at 11 I have a nail appointment. I already have my nails done, but I'm getting them filled and filed down again because they're getting really long. And I'm also getting my toes done, and I'm so excited. I already miss her so much, and I know that's like the name of the game, that's how it goes. But it's definitely really nice, like being able to actually take my time with things like in the morning, and just like do my whole routine slow and relaxing and everything. So I woke up, I took a shower, I shaved my legs, I like exfoliated, I did all the things this morning. So I'm really, I don't know, you know how sometimes when you like wipe your eye and it gets like stuck? That just happened to me and that hurt. But I figured that this would be like a little get ready with me and also like pregnancy update, because I haven't done one on my channel, and I definitely feel like I need to, because I am almost 32 weeks pregnant now. And the reason why I haven't like uploaded a video so far is because there's really been nothing to update on. Let me see really quickly, sorry. Yeah, like there's been nothing to upload on, so, or like update on. So I haven't really done one of those, but I feel like now I've come like this far with it, that there's definitely stuff that I can talk about. Before I was feeling just like, not a whole lot of symptoms really, but now that I'm getting like closer to my due date, I'm definitely feeling all the symptoms. Like, I've been feeling Braxton Hicks contractions, which I actually started feeling those at like 24 weeks, and which I'm assuming that's like fine for someone who's already had a baby and they're just like, their body is used to it. Also, really quickly, this is the probiotic day cream that I use. I put this on before I do my makeup, and I love this stuff. This stuff is so nice and so like moisturizing on your face. And I think it works for all skin types. It's like a citrusy, and you only do it like once every morning, and it's all organic ingredients, so that's really good. But yeah, so I started having like Braxton Hicks contractions at like 24 weeks, and at first when I started feeling them, I was like, because I didn't feel them that early with my first baby. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, is this okay? I wasn't sure what to like expect. But I talked to my OB, and she was like, yeah, that's completely, or he was like, yeah, that's completely normal with being a second time mom. You're gonna feel those things like earlier, you're gonna feel everything earlier. So that was comforting because it really freaked me out at first. And then I've been having tons and tons of heartburn, like really bad heartburn, to the point where I just like, it makes me want to, you know, throw up. So that hasn't been fun. It usually happens at nighttime, really, but it's awful. And it doesn't matter what I eat. It doesn't matter if I'm eating something like acidic, if I'm eating like Italian food. It really doesn't matter. I could eat like I could eat one almond and I would be having like acid reflux. So hopefully this baby has a lot of hair, because I've been having tons of heartburn. And I know that's like an old wives' tale, but maybe it's true. Let's see. Other than that, I've like he's so low, so it feels like anytime I walk, he's already like in place, already at 32 weeks. And they said at my last ultrasound, I think we did a 4D ultrasound at 28 weeks, and they were like, oh, he's 3.5 pounds. Like, that's a pretty good size. So my doctor, because I went almost like, I think it was almost 2 weeks past my due date with my daughter. So he was like, yeah, we're not going to do that this time with this one, just because it is your second baby and he's already measuring big. So we're probably going to induce you at 38 weeks, which I really didn't want to happen, because I want my body to go into natural labor. It did with my daughter, and it was the coolest thing to experience. I had everything like natural. I didn't have any medication or anything like that, which, yeah, the contractions, like, they suck. They're not fun at all. And I definitely wouldn't like sign up for them, you know, wouldn't volunteer for them on a day-to-day basis. But to me, the contractions are like the worst part of labor. The pushing to me feels good. I know some people, like, opinions may vary about, like, you know, the ring of fire and stuff like that. I personally didn't experience any of that, and I really think it's just because there's so much pressure going on down there that, like, to me, I just didn't feel any of what that was that people were talking about, which I guess is a good thing. But I went into spontaneous labor with her, so I was really hoping that I could do that with my son. And hopefully I still can. Like, hopefully I like try to put myself into labor before my induction, because that actually happened with my daughter. I had a planned induction with her, and my induction was November 1st. And I ended up going into labor Halloween night. And I actually had her November 1st, like, on my induction date, which was pretty crazy. I feel like my body just knew that I wanted to do it natural, so it just did. Sorry, I had my breath. But I really want to do that with this one too. And my tips and tricks for inducing labor. I was drinking red raspberry leaf tea for 2 weeks straight before I had my daughter. It wasn't even really so I could go into labor. It was just that specific tea is just for, like, preparing your cervix and everything for labor. So I think it helped a lot with my labor. Like, it helps thin you out, which, that would help put you into labor. But I feel like it definitely made my labor easier with her, because she was out in, like, 20 minutes. So, and they were super impressed with that because that was my first baby. So I definitely feel like my cervix was like prepared and everything like that. So I plan on doing that with him as well. So I won't start that until 36 weeks. And then I'll start drinking that every day until my due date, or until my induction date, or until I just pop him out. And then the other thing was like my husband and I, we did the, you know, the sex method where we just, you know, had sex, and I feel like that definitely tipped the scale for everything. Like I was going on walks every day. I was still working out, all of that. I was doing the red raspberry leaf tea. See, heartburn. I had a kind bar this morning. But I did all of that, and I think what put me into labor was the sex. That definitely, I think, helped a lot. And I was already like a 3 with her. So when I ended up going to the hospital Halloween night, I was actually 6 centimeters dilated already. So that was really awesome to hear. Which I'm like, I'm praying so hard that happens with John, because it definitely made my labor super easy. And yeah, I'm just really praying that happens again. And but yeah, other than that, like, other than the Braxton Hicks contractions that I've been having and the acid reflux, I haven't really been having, oh, actually, that's a lie. My boobs definitely remember what to do, because I've been leaking already. And I think that's because I pretty recently stopped breastfeeding my daughter. I stopped breastfeeding her she was 26 months, so she was just over 2 when I stopped breastfeeding her. I just found out that I was pregnant with this one when I stopped breastfeeding her. I probably would have gone a little bit longer, because my, like, with her, it was like, oh, I'll be so happy if I make it to 6 months. And then I was like, okay, we've made it to 6 months. Like, oh, well, it'll be so cool if I can make it to a year with breastfeeding her. And then it was like a year and a half. And then it was 2. And then I was like, okay, I think, I just dropped my brush. But I was like, okay, I think that you're getting old enough now. Like, you don't need it anymore. It was really just for a comfort thing. But I'm definitely blessed, and I'm glad that I got to do it for as long as I could. I need to pick up my brush. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that I got to do it for as long as I did. But I was definitely over it at that point. Because she can talk, she can walk, she can chew food, like her teeth were in. So it was definitely time for her to stop. But with this one, like I said, I'm already leaking colostrum, so my body definitely remembers what to do, considering it wasn't really that long ago that I stopped doing it. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys what I was using. I'm using the rest of my Mary Kay CC cream, because I ordered the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tinted Moisturizer, but I ordered it in a shade too dark for me. I'm really not like a makeup guru, really. I do like a lot of just like natural stuff to my face. So this is not like a makeup tutorial or anything, but I ordered that and it ended up being too dark for me, so I need to give it to somebody and then order a different one. because I really like this stuff and it's really full coverage, but it's definitely really dark, like you can really tell. But I love their Tarte stuff. I also love the Tarte Gifted Mascara. That one's my favorite. So I just do the CC cream and then mascara, and then I brush my eyebrows, and then voila. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of breath. So yeah, I am already like experiencing all of those signs. Like my boobs are like starting to fill up and everything. And I'm so excited for the next video that I'm gonna be doing too. Because I'm gonna be doing a huge baby haul and like mommy haul. For my channel. Like I'm waiting on like a couple things to come in, which is why I haven't posted it yet. And we've honestly had so much going on lately that I just kind of forgot about it. But some of you may know this, some of you may not, but my father-in-law recently just passed away. So we were going down to where they live pretty much every weekend until he finally passed. And I'm trying not to cry now because I'm putting on mascara, so this was probably a dumb time to talk about it. But he was an amazing dad, an amazing man, friend, like just amazing person. He was very, very selfless, and he would literally do anything for you, give you the shirt off his back without asking for anything in return. And it's very rare to find people like that nowadays. So he was just really great, and we miss him a lot. But that's why I have been so kind of like MIA, because we've been dealing with that, and we're also trying to sell our house that we lived in down south in South Florida. We're trying to sell that. We now live in North Florida, and we love it up here. My husband has a really good job up here, and yeah, we're trying to do that. So that's the process. If anybody's sold a house, you know that what a pain in the butt it is, because our house now needs a new roof and blah blah blah. So we have to sell this house before we can buy a house up here, and which is why we're living in an apartment right now. But that is literally it for my makeup. But today I'm like really excited to just have the whole day just to really relax, because if you have a toddler, you know, like it's nonstop. They're so busy all the time, like they literally can't sit still. So my daughter is very much that way, and it's like impossible to get anything done. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go, well, after I finish getting ready, I'm gonna go get some coffee and some breakfast, and then come back here, relax a little bit, and then go get my paws and claws done. And then I'm supposed to be meeting my mom and my stepdad and my grandma and my little sister, my little sister, for lunch. They're taking me out to lunch for my birthday. So I'm supposed to be meeting them, and then after that I really have no clue what I'm gonna do, because like I have all this free time, and it's really weird having all of this free time. Like I feel like the day is gonna go by so slow because I don't have a child attached to me, like asking me for things constantly. I can literally just listen to my own thoughts. So should be interesting. But I know that really wasn't much to update pregnancy wise. Like I said, I really haven't had any like huge things lately aside from the Braxton Hicks contractions and the heartburn. So I'm hoping that maybe the Braxton Hicks contractions starting earlier will actually like dilate me sooner, and that way when it's time for my induction I'll already be dilated. That would be so awesome. And let's see what else. I'm sure I'll make my way to Target today just because that happens. Like my car just automatically goes to Target. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to show you all the cool like new stuff that I got for baby boy. I'm still, like I said, I have stuff coming in the mail, so I didn't want to start the video until I had like everything that I wanted to show you guys. So I'm really excited about that, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe the video, and I'll leave my Instagram down below so that I usually give a lot of updates on there as well. Like I probably give more updates on there, which is why a lot of times I don't make a video, because I just update on my Instagram instead, and a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm just gonna enjoy it and relax, and can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.